Hey, I'm Brian, hanging out with Matt from Alkaline Trio. What's going on?
It is pouring rain here in New Jersey, and our bus is under 5 feet of water. There's a lake, literally a lake outside. That's all I can think of right now.
I can imagine. This is probably, the wettest tour date so far?
Yeah, as far as wetness goes, this would take the cake.
Have you seen worse conditions on any other tours, or is this like the worst you've seen so far?
This is probably the worst I've ever seen it, and all the guys that work here at the club are saying the same thing, so I think it's unanimous that it's pretty bad.
How's the rest of the tour going?
It's going very well. All the shows have been really fun.
And how was Letterman the other night? And I know you guys are on there. How's that experience?
It's good, man. It's fun to go and play on that show. I've been watching it since I was a kid, so it's definitely an honor, and it's exciting, to go play on the TV.
Definitely. Was that your first time on the Letterman show?
Second.
You got a great debut album on Epitaph Records right now called This Addiction. Is there anything that the fans can't Google and find out about the album that you have to say about it?
No, I've been doing a lot of interviews about the record, and I think we've pretty much covered every angle of it, so I would think that all the information should be out there somewhere. And
what is your favorite album out of the 7 of them that are out right now?
This Addiction is my favorite so far. I think most bands, when they put out a new record, hope it should be that should be your favorite. This Addiction's mine. Definitely.
And you think it's a step up from Agony and Irony? Because I understand, I think that was your best-selling, they said, or something like that?
Yeah, it debuted. We had the #1 rock record, and the #1 alternative record, and the #1 independent record, and then we charted 11 on Billboard, and the last record charted at 13. So it's, as far as sales go, it's a step up. But, each record we try and make our best record, and Agony and Irony was the best record that we could have made at that time, and This Addiction is, that's the best one we could have made this time around. So, I think it's a step in hopefully the right direction.
Definitely. And how's it feel being on Epitaph now, a label with so many great punk bands as yourselves?
It's great. I mean, we grew up on that label, and I've been good friends with Beck Gurewitz for a long time, and so it's an honor to be doing business with him, and they're all like family to us over there, so it's nice.
What are some of your influences?
There's so many. I like all different kinds of stuff, but I grew up on the Ramones and the Misfits. A lot of punk rock stuff, Susie and the Banshees, Skinny Pup. I had older cousins that turned me on to a lot of different stuff. I was really into Sisters of Mercy. I was really into Public Enemy and NWA. I grew up on all different kinds of stuff, so it's a vast list.
Any specific bands out of Chicago that you're into?
Yeah, Pegboy and Naked Ray Gun are what raised me.
You mentioned Misfits, of course. We all know that you're a big fan of them. I saw in an interview you mentioned something about liking Marilyn Manson. Who would you pick better, Marilyn Manson or Misfits? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, Misfits, absolutely.
Would you go on tour with them if they were all still together, the original lineup, or just regardless?
Yeah, I mean, if it was the original lineup, for sure. It's one of my top favorite bands ever. Walk Among Us is one of my favorite records, and so yeah, I don't think that's going to happen though. I wouldn't hold your breath for an original Misfits lineup reunion, but I have seen Doyle and Glenn play together, and that was pretty amazing.
What's your favorite Misfits song?
I can't pick. Angel Fuck. I'll just pick one.
What's one band out of Chicago that you'd love to collaborate with?
Well, Danny did some collaboration with Screeching Weasel. We're big fans of them. So Screeching Weasel.
What do you guys do while you're on tour with some of your free time?
We read. We're all big foodies, so we spend a lot of time eating and reading. And we're trying to get a copy of Cool as Ice starring Vanilla Ice right now. I think they're having trouble tracking down a copy of that. So if we manage to get our bus out of the lake, I'm going to probably watch Cool as Ice later.
So it's basically just eating and reading on the tour.
Yeah, I mean, our days are pretty full doing interviews and sound checking and playing shows and doing TV appearances. So yeah, when we get a chance to sit down, it's quiet time usually. Just to
have that few minutes of relaxation, it's pretty much. Yeah. So what do you guys do when you're not on tour on your spare time?
We all do different stuff. Danny has a beautiful wife and daughter, and so he has does a lot of family stuff and fishes with his father-in-law, and he surfs. I enjoy surfing as well. I live out in Los Angeles, so I spend a lot of time in the water. Yeah, I mean, pretty much surfing and riding motorcycles and hanging out with my girlfriend, going to movies, going to dinner, normal stuff.
Where would be your favorite place to go surfing, or at least dream spot to go surfing at?
I've already been there. It's in Maui. It's the best. There's a bunch of places I've never been. I really want to go to Fiji at some point. There's a lot of places I'd like to go. I'll say Fiji.
All right, definitely a nice destination to hit up. What is one place you'd like to do a music video at, like shoot a music video at?
Fiji.
Everything in Fiji, surfing, shooting a video.
Yep, yeah, we'll do them both.
Screw it, right? What is one dream act venue or city that, or I should say, what is one dream act you'd like to play with first?
I don't know. Pegboy.
And what are some of your favorite cities and venues to come to?
Sayreville, New Jersey. What's the name of this place? Scotty? Starland Ballroom. Starland Ballroom in Sayreville. It's my favorite.
You're kissing ass right now, aren't you?
Is it that obvious? I didn't even remember the name of the venue, so yeah, of course I am. We love playing New York City. We love playing Philly. We love LA, SF, Chicago. Yeah, there's tons of great venues all over the world that we've had the chance to play.
While you were doing sound check, I noticed you're telling some jokes. Do you like telling jokes a lot?
I like telling jokes, yes. I like jokes.
Do you want to share some that could be radio legit just to give people a laugh?
Only jokes I know are vulgar and offensive.
I thought I'd give it a shot, but any other releases coming out later this year?
I have a solo collection of demos I recorded on my computer that's coming out on Asian Man this summer, so yeah. And then we'll see. We have our own label with Epitaph, so we're going to be putting out some stuff.
And any other tours later this year?
Yeah, we're going to be going to Europe, and this summer we're still kind of mapping out, but we'll be around.
And anything else you want to add on to this?
Just thanks to everybody who comes to our shows and buys our records. We appreciate it.
Well, Matt, thanks for hanging out with me today and taking a few minutes of your time.
Sure.
And I'm Brian, hanging out with Matt from Alkaline Trio.